En route to a vacation in a ski resort, Hulk gets pissed when the others tie him to a chair. He claims he doesn't want a vacation and is worried that they always destroy things and hurt people everywhere they go. She-Hulk claims this would be good for him, but Hulk insists they free him. He tries to convince her to listen to reason, but she claims that she is quickly convinced when A-Bomb tells her that the resort has hot tubs that they can fit in. A-Bomb claims that local legends say that Sasquatch monsters haunt the woods. Red interrupts him and claims there's no such thing as an ugly-ass Sasquatch. As they prepared to land, a rabid Wolverine jumped on their windshield, rampaging like an animal. Hulk orders Red to free him from the restraints when Wolverine attacks their ship, forcing them to crash. She-Hulk worries that they have yet again destroyed another jet, and hopes they have enough to last them till the month. Hulk comes out unscathed from the fire and claims that the plane is the least of their problems. Although he didn't get a clear look at him, Hulk is sure that Wolverine attacked them. She-Hulk suspects that Wolverine must have gone ballistic after seeing the aftermath of a ruined village nearby. A-Bomb is excited and claims that this scene looks exactly like his favorite movie, Dusk of the Undead, where zombies are unleashed on a small mountain town and chaos ensues. Scar claims that Wolverine is coming, hearing snarling from a distance when he suddenly jumps at Hulk. Hulk discovers Wolverine has turned into a hairy-ass Wendigo. He tries to calm him down, but Wolverine doesn't respond and recklessly charges at him. Hulk stomps on a tree that catapults Wolverine towards him, and he then delivers a powerful punch that sends him flying against a tree. Scar was impressed by Wolverine's toughness, to which She-Hulk explained that he is a mutant with super healing abilities. Red claims that what's more worrisome is that Wolverine's skeleton is laced with the unbreakable adamantium of which his claws are made. Red wants to show off and confronts him, but Wolverine suddenly drops to his knees and reverts to being human. Wolverine recognizes She-Hulk and asks her what happened, to which she explains that he was rampaging like he was possessed. He was surprised to see the Agents of S.M.A.S.H. in person after hearing rumors that Hulk had assembled his own weak-ass team. Hulk claims that Wolverine brings out the worst in him, to which they tried to beat each other out the first time they met. She-Hulk barges in on their face-off and claims that they need to focus on what happened. Wolverine explains that he was bit by a Wendigo, an ancient mythical creature whose bites are said to be contagious. A-Bomb wonders if there's a cure, but Wolverine claims that although his healing factor worked for him, he states there is no cure. He then explains that everyone at the resort has already turned into one. Wolverine worries that the world is doomed if the curse spreads beyond the valley. Hulk claims that the only chance they have is to keep it on the mountain and contain it before it spreads further. Hulk asks Wolverine to lead them, having picked up their scent already. Wolverine claims that although the Wendigo's stench is thick, he insists on going alone. He claims that he is the best at what he does, but what he does isn't very nice. She-Hulk convinces Wolverine to let them help him, to which he hesitatingly agrees. She-Hulk gets wary and suggests splitting up to cover more ground, but A-Bomb claims that the first rule is never to split up, one of the many rules he came up with after watching too many horror movies. Wolverine leads the team to where the scent is when they come across a giant totem pole. She-Hulk finds it ominous, which Wolverine explains is an old Native American warning for the Wendigo. Suddenly, Wolverine informs them that the enemy is coming, and they quickly discover they're surrounded. Hulk reminds them not to use lethal measures, as they are still people who unfortunately turned into Wendigos. When A-Bomb gets distracted, Hulk pushes him to safety, to which Wolverine tells them not to get bitten or scared, or else they turn into one of them. During the fighting, Hulk sees a suspicious Wendigo from afar, as if instructing the others from a distance, and suspects it to be their leader. When Red approaches a knocked-down Wendigo, A-Bomb stops him and reminds him of rule number 4. The monster never stays down. Suddenly, the Wendigo stands up again when his back is turned, to which She-Hulk knocks it out and saves Red. She remarks about how A-Bomb finally found his calling as the annoying monster hunter, to which he was displeased by the nickname. When Wolverine is about to finish off one of the Wendigos, Hulk picks him up and stops him. Hulk tells him that he can't just slash them, for they're still people, albeit cursed. Wolverine argues that they're now monsters, and that the old Hulk would have smashed them by now. She-Hulk breaks them up and reminds them that people are stuck as monsters and should focus on helping them, not bringing up old grudges. Wolverine and the team venture deeper into the forest, where the Wendigos escaped. A-Bomb sadly discovers that a Wendigo has scratched him and realizes he's doomed. He is relieved that it's only a scratch and claims he still has plenty of time to figure out a plan. He quickly searched the internet and discovered information on his favorite monster website. According to it, Wendigos are said to be the living embodiment of the raging beast spirit. The curse began with the Wendigo King, who spread it and infected his prey like a master vampire. It is the spirit of the beast made flesh and is said to be not human, and that the only way to end the curse is to defeat the Wendigo King. Red questions A-Bomb's source, but Hulk claims he spotted the Wendigo King when those things attacked them earlier. He argues that A-Bomb has been right so far, and urges the others to find this king and defeat him before things get out of hand. When they come to a cliff, Wolverine notices that A-Bomb has a Wendigo scent, but A-Bomb brushes him off, claiming that he might have gotten their scent during the fighting. When they hear snarling from a distance, Hulk worries that the enemy is nearby, to which A-Bomb remembers rule number 47. If you can hear the monster but can't see them, they're either above them or underneath. Suddenly, Wendigos emerge from under the snow and ambush them. Red and She-Hulk try to fend them off, but she claims they can't hold them off forever. Hulk states they need to get to the king, and Wolverine catches his scent up the mountain. A-Bomb suggests running for the tram station. As they slowly ascend the mountain in the tram, Scar alerts them of the Wendigos climbing the cliff. Hulk tells them to scrape them off the mountain, to which Red leads the attack and shoots them from a distance. While fighting off the enemy, A-Bomb tells them of rule number 5. The first guy that gets bit never makes it, revealing that he has been infected from the earlier fight. Hulk reassures him they will get him help, but A-Bomb quickly turns into a Wendigo and attacks them. While the others restrain a turned A-Bomb, Wendigos jumps at the tram from the cliffs, trying to get in. Suspended in the air with no way out, Hulk tells them to retreat to the roof and fend them off. Outnumbered and slowly being overwhelmed, Wolverine decides to cut off the tram, hoping the snow will break their fall and their enemy running. Wolverine and Hulk come out unscathed but are separated from the others. Wolverine tells him he is better off without them, but Hulk calls out to them, refusing to leave his friends behind. Suddenly, they hear a growl nearby and discover his entire team has turned into Wendigos. Hulk refuses to fight them, but Wolverine claims they're no longer who they are and have no choice but to fight. Despite Wolverine wanting to cut his losses, Hulk refuses to give up on his team. He tries to convince the others to fight the rage, but they ignore his words and charge at him. Wolverine claims he can't reason with mindless beasts as they beat Hulk down and tell him to fight back. When Wolverine is about to stab one of them, Hulk stops him and claims they will find a cure to turn the others back. Wolverine insists that there's no cure, but while Hulk is distracted arguing with him, the turned A-Bomb scratches Hulk and infects him with the curse. In a fit of rage, he tosses A-Bomb, but when the others slowly approach them, Hulk starts banging on the wall. Wolverine tells him to stop, or he will bring the whole mountain down, but Hulk claims that is what he is after. Suddenly, an avalanche happens that buries the others under the snow, while Hulk and Wolverine quickly seek out the Wendigo King, who is worried that he doesn't have enough time before he turns as well. As they ventured deeper, they found tracks that led to an inauspicious cave and assumed it was where the Wendigo King nests. As they head inside, they quickly find heaps and piles of bone when the enemy suddenly surrounds them. When they thought they had scared them off, the Wendigos returned with more numbers, and the king appeared before them. Wendigo King speaks up and tells them that he is the beast made flesh, and that their world will soon become one with his pack. Wolverine disagrees and recklessly charges in by himself. When he tries to attack the king, his attack passes through, and the Wendigo King vanishes. The Wendigo King claims that his power is of another world, and that they will suffer. It then materializes before Wolverine and throws him against the pile of bones, to which the other Wendigos jump and restrain him. Hulk charges at the king, but he too misses, and it throws him against the wall. He stands back up and attacks the Wendigo King, and this time, his attack hits it. The Wendigo King picks himself up and claims that Hulk will soon become a Wendigo. As he looks into the king's eyes, Hulk uncontrollably turns into a Wendigo himself, to which his army of Wendigos walks in, ready for their master's orders. Hulk tries to reason with his friends even in his turned state, and asks them to fight the beast inside. When he claims it is already too late, Wolverine tells him it's not, and claims that if anybody can resist it, it's him. Hulk fights the urge, claiming that his friends need him, refusing to give up on them. When the Wendigo King tries to persuade him to join them, Hulk tells Wolverine to do the fastball special. He then throws Wolverine at it and stabs the Wendigo King's necklace with his claws. With the necklace destroyed, a bright light shone, which released specters from inside it, and the Wendigo King later disappeared. Wolverine picks up the broken necklace when everyone suddenly returns to their old selves. When they see Hulk, the villagers scream and call him a monster. Wolverine claims that they're not monsters, but that Hulk and the others are agents of S.M.A.S.H, and explains that they were the ones who saved them. On their way out, She-Hulk wonders what they'll do with the broken necklace, but A-Bomb quickly tosses it out, worried that, just like in the movies, the villain returns. Red agrees with A-Bomb, while She-Hulk claims she will have to start watching horror flicks. Wolverine tells Hulk that he surprised him, having all the rage under control, unlike before, who is known to be nothing but a raging beast. With the situation resolved, Hulk and the others continue their vacation, but while Hulk ponders what he learned today, She-Hulk shows up behind him and cannonballs into the hot tub, making a huge splash. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos, and make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time.